Hello, everybody. It, hello. It is currently Monday, December 22nd at 8:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Harrison Township, Michigan. On this very day, exactly 1 year ago, um, exactly 1 year ago, this channel, this very channel had been founded. This channel had been created exactly 1 year ago from now, which is quite a groundbreaking achievement. Our channel has managed to survive a whole year despite so many hardships that so many personal hardships for me that could have led to the channel getting completely disbanded. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of things this year. There was a lot of crazy things this year that could have led to the channel getting deleted forever. But here we are, exactly 1 year later, on the same day this channel was founded. Um, now, now considering that, I currently declare this to be the declaration of the first year anniversary of GDP Corporation YT. This is the first year declaration of the first year of the GDP Corporation YT channel. It really means a lot for me, guys. I really appreciate you having watched my videos and subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, you should please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And you should also like the video. And preferably, you should send this to your friends and family so you can spread the word. And if possible, you can write a comment section supporting the channel if you want to. Um, it really means a lot for me, for me and all of you guys that this channel had come this far from its conception. At times, I never thought this channel could have lasted more than a year. But now here we are at a ceremony that in the time of uncertainty, both foreignly and domestically in the United States, in a time of somewhat in the time of turbulence right now. I really apologize that I'm stuttering now and then. I actually have minor ADHD. Yeah, I actually have minor ADHD since I was born with it, but that's not gonna that is not gonna stop the channel. It will not. This channel will not be going anywhere anytime soon. I will not abandon you guys without saying goodbye. Until I say my resignation, this channel is not going anywhere. I promise. Um, and now, how should I say this? Uh, uh, what the, what the hell is this? What the actual hell is this? Okay. I guess I might watch that later, just to make fun of it. Uh, but uh, but now, right? Let's do something. Pretty interesting. Um, we're going to oh, Driver Joe. Oh God. We're going to be reading uh, we're going to be reading two oh crap two chapters, I believe, of the of Indiana Jones and the Spear of Destiny. Um, part one will be coming out tomorrow, but I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek of around wait, hold on, of just the first chap. No wait, oh oh I'm really sorry about that. We'll just read the first two chapters for now. All right, and all right, so my brother's laptop. Oh crap, 16%. Let's see how far we can get to this. Let's do just the prologue and hopefully the first chapter. No, actually, let's just do the first chapter as well. Well, without further ado, let's do this. Indiana Jones and the Spear of Destiny. Prologue. Flagstaff. Near Flagstaff, Arizona, February 8th, 1912, noon. The Arizona high desert, a reddish tan savanna beneath a cloudless, hot sky, stretched towards dark pine forests climbing the rust-colored highland plateaus. 13-year-old Henry Walton, Indiana Jones Jr., was with his sharp features and dark brown hair and a practical Boy Scout uniform, rode his American quarter horse, Gabriel. Alright, so today's task is really simple, Indy told himself. All I literally have to do is do some basic exploration of a charted above ground cave. It isn't anything crazy. I would be fine. He reached the mesa cliffside, dismounted, and stroked Gabriel. Alright, please stay here, girl, he murmured. I'll be back in roughly an hour, or even less. I'll return and we'll go home together. I promise. I won't be gone for long. Inside the cavern, Indy quickly extinguished his flashlight upon hearing voices and seeing lanterns. Crouching, he peered into an illegal excavation site cluttered with gear and armed men. The leader, Wallace, 42 years old, in a fedora, khaki, and leather black jacket, held a prize. I have no idea what he's holding. Indy thought, jaw tight. But I bet it's something with some kind of ancient historical significance. That thing should belong in a museum, not in the hands of someone like you. I need to figure out how I could solve this. Wallace triumphantly raised two limestone and basalt, not bath salts, basalt tablets covered in pictographs. There they are, gentlemen. This is the stone tablet of the Black Mesa, made by the ancestral Puebloans over 1,800 some years ago. Wallace summarized the history. The ancestral Puebloans, or Anasazi, were pre-Columbian people who built monumental adobe cities at the Four Corners, fortified on not black tops, my bad, on mesa tops in what are now the states of Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah. They were the ancestors of the modern Pueblo tribes, like the Hopi, however you say it, like the Hopi and Zuni, a name given by the Spanish conquistadors in the 1540s. Their evolution began in the second late bread maker period, 100 to 500 CE, progressed through the third basket maker period, 500 to 700 CE, with turkey domestications and irrigation. The first Pueblo period, from 750 to 950 CE, saw above ground stone masonry and chivas. The second Pueblo period, from 950 to 1150 CE, diversified settlements, and the third Pueblo period, 1150 to 1350 CE, was the height of their prosperity, marked by great cliff dwellings. Wallace addressed the decline. The fourth Pueblo period, 1300 to 1600 CE, was marked by decline. The Puebloans abandoned their grand, advanced cities due to severe droughts and floods, and potential conflicts with the ancestral Navajo and Apache Indians. Spanish claim began in 1534. Spanish conquistador and explorer Francisco Vázquez de Coronado's expeditions in the 1540s suppressed resistance and exploited gold. Wallace concluded, by 1598, permanent Spanish colonial conquests began under Spanish conquistador and governor of Spanish New Mexico, Juan de Oñata. The early to mid-17th century saw immense challenges, including deaths from torture, epidemics of Old World diseases, and Apache and Navajo raids. Despite the disruptions, most aspects of ancestral Pueblo culture, such as religions, languages, and agricultural practices, persisted within contemporary Pueblo communities. Indy watched the feast, spotted semi-automatic rifles and assault rifles. Those guys are carrying actual big guns, semi-automatic rifles, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Indy fought with disbelief. These tomb robbers are practically genuine and literal bandits for archaeology itself. He internally debated. I can leave the cave and claim to Chief Jacobson I managed to do decent cave exploring, but I can't just let a priceless historical artifact just fall in the hands of these literal thugs. He quietly inquired, hopelessly, what should I do? The decision was forced when a dynamite explosion echoed from deeper in the cave. More raiders emerged. Sir, I think we just found the large collections of more gold idols and other treasures gilded in gemstones, precious metals. One grunt shouted. Wallace cheered. Ha ha! We'll be billionaires, boys! These artifacts will make us rich! These artifacts will make us tons of money once we sell them to rich buyers overseas to foreign countries on their local black markets. As Wallace and the others rushed deeper into the cave, Indy dashed into the deserted site. He saw crates filled with jadeite, or bronze masks, gold figurines, feathered headdresses, ceremonial vessels, jewelry, treasures made of seashells, jadeite, platinum, gold, and diamonds. You people are abusing the once precious artifacts that these people once used centuries before the Spaniards came. Indy grunted. If it wasn't the conquistadors, it's you and your little tomb raiding grunts, Mr. Wallace. Spotting the tablet in a small wooden crate, padded with hay, Indy quickly secured the lid and locked it firmly. He panted quietly, lifting the box. Though he wished he could salvage all the artifacts, the stone tablet of the Black Mesa, was his priority. He desperately wanted it safe, on display, or studied at a museum. Suddenly, a raider shouted, "Hey, who the hell are you? What do you think you're doing?" Indy flinched and bolted up the hilly slope. The man aggressively commanded, "Hey, you! Stop right there! Put down the crate and you won't get hurt! Get back here, over here now! Right now!" Indy dashed out the cave exit, slamming the crate onto Gabriel's saddle before hoisting himself up. "Go, Gabriel! We have to leave now! Now! There's no time!" He heard the raider's voice screaming from the entrance. "I don't know who you are, but get your ass back here now and return us the damn tablet." Indy slammed the reins, and Gabriel sped off, putting distance between them and the cave. Indy took a few deep breaths of relief. "I think they're gone now. Man, I have to get home. I have to get home really soon." Indiana's home. 30 minutes later, still February 8th, 1912, noon. 30 minutes later, Indy reached his suburban home. He quickly dismounted, grabbed the crate, and rushed onto the porch, unlocking the front door before locking it again. He dashed inside, setting the crate down on the kitchen table, and plopped the lid off. He ran into his father's office. Henry Walton Jones Sr., a medieval archaeologist, was seated at his desk amidst stacks of historical textbooks and papers of the so-called Holy Lands at the crucifixion of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He was wearing dark gray pants and a sleek woolen suit jacket. Near him lay Indy's Siberian husky, Smith. Dad, I found an ancient artifact, Indy announced excitedly. It's pre-Columbian. It was made by the ancestors of the Zuni and Hopi Native Americans. Henry simply looked up. Well, you're home early, Junior. How was your field day today? Indy scoffed. Dad, I just recovered an ancient stone tablet from a group of tomb raiders in the cave on the side of the mesas. You're a medieval archaeologist. I know this isn't your field topic, but I found an ancient artifact. Henry simply replied. That's genuinely interesting, and it's quite a groundbreaking achievement, but you shouldn't prematurely celebrate. As of now, at least. All discoveries need to be documented, studied, and analyzed with at least basic diagnostics. Indy grunted. But Dad, I just found an ancient artifact made by an ancient people centuries before the Spanish and Portuguese conquistadors came to this very continent. Conquistadors, yeah. I say it right? Okay. Like, what should we do with it? Like, I'm actually 10 moments later, a police car pulled forward and parked in front of the house. And stepping outside from the car was the town's sheriff. Indiana said to his father, okay, you know what? We'll talk about this in a bit. Indy approached the main door, and he opened the door to the sheriff. Indy asked in a calm, professional manner, Hello there, Sheriff. What brings you here today? The sheriff asked, Are you Henry Walton Jones Sr.? India replied, Yes, that's me. The sheriff sighed before asking, Did you witness a group of tomb raiders excavating archaeological artifacts in the cave outside of town? And you took a pair of ancient stone tablets from the men, claiming, quote, it belongs in the museum? Indiana replied, Why, of course. They wanted to make money by selling these artifacts to buyers. The foreign countries, they wanted, the sheriff stated. Okay. I have to stop you there, kid. Look, you're not in any trouble at all. You're completely fine. I'm not going to do anything to you. But that artifact technically belongs to Mr. Wallace. Indy Part asked, Pardon? Are you joking with me? Moments later, a civilian car and a pickup truck pulled forwards before parking, and emerging from the truck and exiting from the car were the Tomb Raiders and Wallace himself. The sheriff sighed. I'm afraid you'll have to give the tablet back to the gentleman. Indy responded. Why is this allowed to happen to me? This can't happen to me, surely. The officer responded. Okay, look, I know this is a bit difficult for you, but you kind of have to give the artifact to the excavators. You're not in any trouble. Please, relax. All you need to do is just give them the artifact. And I'll let you go. Indy grunted before heading to the kitchen table angrily and placing the lid again before reluctantly handing the artifact to the Tomb Raiders, who placed the crate back onto the truck. As the Tomb Raiders left, the sheriff told Indiana, I'm, I'm really sorry this had to happen, but there was no other option. I do hope you have a good rest of your day, though. I'm really sorry about this, kid. For leaving back to the police vehicle and driving off. The truck of the Tomb Raiders was also drove off, and a handful of Tomb Raiders were waiting in Wallace's car. Yet Wallace turned around and he said to Indy, "Kids, you're quite a resourceful and intelligent young man, which I am absolutely impressed with." Wallace then placed his fedora hat on Indy's head as a gift. Wallace. Oh no. Okay, that's Portuguese, but I understand a bit of Spanish, and that means low battery. Just ignore that, please. Crap. Sorry about that. Wallace then placed his fedora hat on Indy's head as a little gift. Wallace commented, "I have to get going now, but I am positive you could be a great archaeologist." Before proceeding to walk out the front door, entering the car's driver's seat, and eventually driving farther and farther out of sight. Indiana smiled to himself as he knew he would have a brighter future ahead. 8%. 8% battery. Well, I don't think I'm going to have time to narrate chapter 1, actually. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. I really don't have any time to do that. But, well, this video was rather short. But I hope you enjoyed the video anyways. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. Uh, please click that subscribe button. Whoa, and please turn on the notification bells if you haven't already. And please like the video if you didn't already. And if you want, you can write a comment supporting the channel, or you can share it. Share it to your friends and family as well to support the declaration of the first year anniversary. Happy Hanukkah if you're Jewish. Happy Christmas, everybody. And Happy New Year. I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Well, night as in Eastern Standard Time while recording this, but have a good day / night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much for being kind.